Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's live stream, we're doing some Q&A. Hey Sabrina, we're doing a giveaway. We'll be announcing the winner from Tuesday's giveaway. If you commented on Tuesday's live stream, we'll be doing the giveaway for that, randomly picking the winner and announcing that at like the 45-minute mark. So 2:45 CST, Central Standard Time. Is there a chicken in the front? There's chickens in the front yard again. I give up. Hey zombie. We have been fighting to keep these chickens out of the front yard because it is so against like local regulation. Oh, thank you, zombie. Randy got me a bunch of really cute lip glosses, so I've been wearing like 2 different lip gloss colors every day. Like I've got my morning one, and then I'll go put on a different one to see which one I like better. And I never thought that I would like hot pink lip gloss, but I love it. And I love seeing hot pink smoochies on Randy's cheeks. But QA crafting giveaway. That's what we're doing today. We're also trying. Have you tried? Can you send a test message, Randy?
When I get there, I will.
Okay. Randy and I are trying a new system because we can't like put my station next to his station or do any microphones or anything since I'm streaming off of my phone. Hey everybody. But he's gonna be messaging me. And I was like, since when is Yahoo Messenger not a thing? Like that was an integral part of my childhood. Putting myself on invisible so my friends wouldn't know that I was online. Hey Trisha, hey Cindy, hey Lisa, hey Patricia, hey Moon, hey Patience. uh, um, so also as an announcement, we only have a few pieces left up on our Etsy. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad the notification went out. Karen, I'm actually going to be doing some bead strung necklaces similar to this one for in our booth. We have Mid-South Con coming up, and we may be putting some of them up on Etsy as well. But this is what we have left over on our Etsy shop. We have a couple of rings, a couple of necklaces, a couple of pendants. I'm really surprised that this little guy has not found a home yet because I think he's just the cutest. Maybe not even for a necklace, but just for like hanging from like your rearview mirror or something. Like, but yep. So just a few more items left up in the Etsy shop, which has been phenomenal. Y'all been keeping Randy and I busy, which is like amazing. Hey Mary, I'm glad you were able to make it. Hey Kimmy. But yeah, I finally finished doing an entire how many? 21 of these pendants. So well thanks, Jim. They match. I love that's my aesthetic is flowy tie-dye and sweatpants and hiking boots. Dirty hiking boots too, mind you. It's no wonder my house is never clean. But if I had to define my fashion sense in a nutshell, it's tie-dye and hiking boots. Thank Lourdes. Hey Catherine. Okay. What are we gonna announce? I think that's it. Let's get crafting. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, give me a holler, Randy, whenever you send it.
I'll let you know.
Okay. I'm just gonna ignore it until then.
Yep.
Sounds good. Let's go ahead and get crafting. The dying comfortable, right? Okay. So I am going to get this tripod flipped around. Hey Sabrina in Texas. Inside is hilarious. Okay. So I love these. Oh, we do. Do you want me to go ahead and do the mail opening right off the bat and then we'll get crafting? I think we'll do that because there might be stuff in the mail that I can craft with. Right, Abby? Well, to be honest, this is just my pajamas. Well, I'm always wearing my pajamas. Hashtag naked! Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go get the mail. Do you want me to get it downloaded? Oh, okay. Thank you. Ooh, I think we actually have something from Tasha's today. Okay. Yeah, Abby, if I were you, they'd have kicked me out of the hospital by now. Naked. There's no way I could go that long. Which clay is good for beginners? Niece, I recommend Primo Sculpey. It's just as easy to work with as like any other clay, but it's a lot more durable. You're gonna have such a broad range of colors to choose from, and a lot of the times people think like uh, with wire wrapping and polymer clay and some different things like that, go ahead and use the good clay, you know, the Primo Sculpey or the Fimo or the Kato. Go ahead and use Parawire because you can pay a little bit more on the front end, but you're gonna get much better results immediately. There's nothing more disappointing than making something, you know, all that hard work and sculpting and it's your first piece and then it, you know, breaks while it's baking, or you know, just something like, you know what I mean? Or with the wire, for the longest time I was using or experimenting with it was like a steel it was a steel wire that had so much spring back that I was like, how does anybody wire wrap ever? And it was like I just needed to find a dead soft copper, that way whenever you shape it, it actually stays there. So Pull Pro says, I need to buy some resin pigment today. What brand do you like the best? Hey honey. Honestly, I really like alcohol inks and Pearlex pigments for adding into resin. Between the two of those, I've been able to get a lot of really cool effects. I like Pinata, but I think I like the Ranger inks better than the Pinata inks. So we have a package here from Tasher's. I think I'm going to go ahead and open it before she pops. But she seems pretty excited. Thank you for being so colorful. Aw, Polar Vortex? Oh yeah, it's cold.
Dude, it was like 7 degrees yesterday.
It was 7 degrees yesterday. It was so cold the chickens didn't come out of the shed. What is this? Tasher's? Is there a note? I don't see a note.
What is?
I don't know. But I think I love it. Catnip toys!
Oh boy.
Ah!
That's just what we need.
Right?
Just gonna pick 'em up.
Okay. Safe to read aloud. Thank you for specifying at the top, because usually if it doesn't specify, I'll just kind of like mumble it to myself just in case. It says, Dear Vaughn, hello, how goes? Goes good. I'm typing this because first of all, yay spell check, and also my writing is pretty atrocious. These are handmade catnip-filled toys. My friend Jan makes them and also grows her own catnip. It's the good stuff. Did you just send me weed? Like... I carry some in a tin in my purse. Don't judge me. When I go to my friend's house, they have cats. It's the first thing they want when I walk in the door. No lie. It's a surefire way to make friends. You mentioned that Callie was having a hard time being distracted from your wires. I'm hoping that these help. If you or anyone else want to follow along with or order some of her amazing products, her Facebook page is Awesome Catnip Toys. She also has a nice selection of ridiculously adorable cat pictures on there as well. On a different note, thank you so much for all that you do and also curating this wonderful community of super awesome people. Hashtag crazy cat people rock. Much love, Tash. Don't mind the weird stuff on the paper. We reuse it from work. Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, this looks awful businessy. And I was like, I bet she's reusing and recycling. What?
It's funny.
Okay, this is just the coolest. Where's my cat at? She's specifically ignoring me. Outside. I don't know if you can see, but that dark form. That's a cat. She's showing me her butt. Ooh. Oh, she just looked over like, who talking about my butt? Oh yeah, that's catnip. Oh, is this a little... Oh, that's so cute. No rattle in it, thank goodness. You bet. And some more catnip. Awesome Catnip Toys by Janice. Right? 100% organic homegrown catnip. Thank you so much. This is phenomenal. I think Randy is retrieving the cat as we speak. Is there a kitty in the house?
Yep.
Oh, he's wrangling chickens now. Do you wanna... Immediate pause on action. Oh, what is it? You know you do. Is that good stuff? I know, those doggos are memes. I like the little plastic in it, that noise that it makes. Guys. When will you do the giveaway? We'll be announcing the giveaway at like the 45-minute mark. It gives enough people to like stumble in and go and leave a comment on Tuesday's live stream if you haven't already. That way you can participate. Guys, yes. Yep. That makes me so happy. Thank you so much, Dashers. She's got the back feet action. Thank you so much. This is awesome. Hashtag get my cat high. Hey Tesha. We only have 8 cats. Only.
We do not have.
They will. You know, we only have the 2. Yamix likes it, right? Oh no. I'm sorry, Angela. Yeah. Ember prefers to be an only cat. I suspect she would move in with the neighbors too if we had that many. Oh God, guys, she's really digging it. Thank you. That's a wonderful gift. Like honestly, like I prefer to get to see them play. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down and we're gonna get, sorry, I know I said it was gonna be, crafting and stuff. Look at this. This just makes me so happy. I got Sculpey 3 and the color comes off of my hands and work surface. Is that the wrong kind to get and use? Teresa, even with the Primo Sculpey, I experienced that quite a bit with, like, especially the reds. That just keep some alcohol wipes on hand, and it'll clean your hands up. But no, I just think it's super duper saturated. She is so cute. She's such a sweetie. Hey, Callie. So this is her first time on the drugs. I think she loves that whatever kind of whatever's in there that's making that noise, that kind of crinkly. I think she really likes that. Right, Jim? Well, either way, she's enjoying it.
Did
so
not realize that.
What's up? Is everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, little girl. Hey, I know, not me, just the toy. You gotta go over there. Are you too stoned to walk? There she goes. Okay. I couldn't scooch my chair back over. I had to run the cat over. Either watch Yvonne and Kitty or keep up with comments. Not both. Right, Kristen? Hey, Yvette. What?
Okay.
I just look up and see Yvette going, WTF? She still plays with the toys that you sent too. Do item and fetch, right? Okay. We also have another gift. Sweet Pea says, I need motivation to do dishes and dinner. I am the wrong person to come to for that. Like, we had to go to the post office this morning, and we went by Brahms, and I was like, let's get chicken strips, because all of our dishes are dirty. So, yeah. Oh, Laura, that is so nice for you to say. It's an illusion. I've actually gained a bunch of weight back.
Have you weighed yourself?
I haven't weighed myself.
So then you don't know if you've gained a bunch of weight back.
I had last time I weighed. I've been scared to weigh myself for like 2 weeks now because I've been eating garbage. Mostly ramen noodles. Hey, in Australia, how's it going, Beverly? Almost missed the live stream. Got a 3D printer that just. Oh, really? Oh yeah, Michelle. Woo. Okay, I'm just gonna say, I opened it. It is like, that's so sweet. Okay. It says, "Hi Vaughn. I saw this paint being used by another polymer clay artist and had to have some. While ordering it, my next thought was Vaughn could do wonders with this stuff, so I ordered double. I, like so many, just want to thank you and Randy for the hard work you put into tutorials, live streams, and your Etsy's and shows. It doesn't go unappreciated, but most of all, I want to thank you for both for the laughs and smiles you bring us all, especially during your live streams. I have a very stressful job in life, for that matter, and I always look forward to seeing you guys. I adore the way that you interact with each other, most of all. It brings a huge smile to my day, and for an hour or so, I feel my spirit is lifted."
I really hope that this just changes this password and every password that is connected with your Microsoft accounts, because otherwise I'm going to lose it.
It's probably that one.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I would guess.
Poor Randy's doing IT stuff. What? Oh, I see. Okay. Randy's not moderating for me. So there's like, we're just dripping with trolls. What's up? If anything, don't stress it, honey. We'll deal with it
You've
later.
chosen a password that you haven't used before. To help protect your account, you need to choose a password.
Because it doesn't let you. You've already used that password.
Yes.
You can. Oh my God! Just take my firstborn and let me log in.
Yes.
Like, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted in the middle of the note. I'll be right back to questions for a second. I try to stay very positive no matter what life throws at me, and I'm a firm believer that you must surround yourself with positive people or it's impossible. I agree. Negative people can't find happiness, that's just a fact. I don't know if it's a can't, but sometimes it's a won't, and that gets really frustrating sometimes. Oh boy. Hey, Randy.
Hey.
I could actually use you on not what you're doing right now.
So close.
Joke's on them, Caslin. Right? Did Z take the cat toy? Dang it, Z. He's just cuddling with it.
Yours.
Where'd the cat go? Is he sitting on the cat again? I did do some cabs with paint just for an example. They're my first, so although they may not be perfect, I think they turned out pretty well. I also included 2 swatches of the colors, one on white cardstock and one on black cardstock. The other item is my first hobby, bead weaving. Spoilers! I'm not sure if they are your style or not. If not, feel free to gift them. I won't be offended. Can't wait to see what you create with the paints. P.S. 2 of the sample cabs are not resin coated. I wanted you to see what a difference that it made in the appearance of the paint. Right on. Blessed be Lisa. Lost in Thought. Right on. Thank you for putting the screen names and stuff. Are you in here? Lost in Thought? Because thank you. Thank you so much. I haven't even dug through the box yet. But I'm already really excited. Ooh, that's some nice bubbles. These are Deco Art Media Fluid Acrylics. Ooh, they're the interference. So it's like it'll... Kelly is behind you.
No, she's not. She's on there.
Oh my God. We do have a lot of trolls today. They're being inventive.
Yeah, don't say.
Ooh, oh, and I need to take a note out of a page out of your book on how to package stuff. This is really nice.
You better not.
What?
Now it's telling me that account doesn't exist. Would you like to create an account?
I'm so sorry.
Indeed, I would. And you know what? I'm gonna give it the regular password because you guys.
Poor Randy. I have a black cat. I must get me some of that. Right on. What did I miss? Hey, Holly. Okay. Ooh. Oh, these are adorable. Check those out. In Randy's favorite tone of blue, too. Randy, I have my new favorite winter earrings.
Oh. Your birthday, 8/6.
8/6.
Wait, 6.
There you go.
Not the month, the day.
There we go. We're getting them. Thank you guys for not overreacting whenever a troll comes in. Oh, yes! They are gorgeous snowflakes.
Are you serious?
Jim's hooked me up with some really great, all of y'all have hooked me up with some really great seed beads and stuff. I just haven't been able to make the time to actually sit down and tackle a project. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right? I've never worn this bright of a blue before. I really like it. These are fantastic. Thank you so much, Lisa. Right? Patience has got the idea. That's the way to go about it, Lorena. Okay, I'm so sorry that I missed everybody's. Oh, she sent samples too. Okay. I'll be able to get the questions and stuff. Ooh. Same colors, just different background. Oh my, these samples too. The resin really does make a huge difference on bringing these to life. It gives a really cool dichroic effect. Gosh, thank you so much, Lisa. Yeah, to just give you guys a perspective, here are...
Oh, dang it.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
With and without resin. And it just makes them pop, I think. I understand your problem with the chat and live streams. It goes so fast and it fades when still for 5 seconds. Yeah, and so it's like, it's a constant like struggle. So Randy's actually, he's setting something up right now to where we would be able to, he'll be able to just shoot me the comments over. So I'll be able to like, I don't know, hopefully it'll help me be able to keep up with the chat and stuff. But Lisa, Tasha's, thank you guys so much for these wonderful gifts. Thank you. Like, I'm super spoiled. So thank you guys. Okay, so now to crafting. Because we do have, oh, I didn't even look at the cards yet. Oh gosh, these are perfect. So, your Mandark glass?
Yes. It is the sound of success.
Is it?
It is.
Okay. The camera's not really picking up on it on the white, but on the black, super cool.
I'll turn my sound off.
Thank you. I was like, what the hell's that noise? Right on. Well, we'll have to ask Lisa for a tutorial on these because she made them and they came out perfect. So.
Okay.
The paint is Deco Art Media Fluid Acrylics. And I cannot wait to try them out. So thank you so much, Lisa. Okay. I'm gonna clear some space. AKA just shuffle stuff around real quick. Beep boop. Doodle doodle boop. Beep boop. Doodle doodle. I have a problem with hoarding bubble wrap. So it's not a problem. I'm really good at it, and I think that's the problem. Okay. Switch those over. The more you grow, the more $5 gifts from those who really want to get your attention. Oftentimes you get lots of non-trolls who really want to be heard. Rancor, it's honestly, we don't have too much of a problem with trolls. I'm not very like reactionary, like I don't get like worked up and stuff because it's like I have yet to have anybody say something to me that is more like cruel or vulgar or horrible than what has already been said to me either by myself or by like, I'm not gonna get into it, but it's nothing I have not seen before and it just kind of rolls right off. So Cassie, I actually did a tutorial on about my hair over on my Vonster blog. Ooh, right on, Valerie. I'm gonna go ahead and open it whenever I get it though, because I'm out of incense and it smells like skunk because our van got sprayed by a skunk. Got the necklace in the mail. They're stunning. Oh, excellent, Tasha's. Oh my god. Yeah, Randy, I'm not able. Oh, there we go. We got you guys. Okay. So that seems okay. I'm getting this turned around. Deborah says I just straightened my craft room because it was just clutter. Now I can use it, right? Can I put wool dreads in my shoulder length hair? I think so, especially at like the tip of your head, like where I don't know, I always called it the bird's nest, but where like kind of all your hair growth radiates out from. Your hair's going to be longest there whenever it's shoulder length, so you can definitely braid some in there. Vonster blog. It's the Vonster vlog, so like double V's. And there should be a link to it, maybe if you do like excited or exclamation point vlog. Oh, did you? I'm super behind. I'm sorry. The crown, right? Okay, yeah. Then this is my Z dog, and then we're gonna get it turned around and start crafting. Who's a good Pupper McMuffin? Are you a good? You got eye boogers for days, buddy. Come here. Oh, he's like, no, Mama, those are mine. I grew them myself. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna get this turned around. I am working on. What am I working on? Jewelry. We're making jewelry. Yeah, these are the little faux gauges that I got from Earthbound. I love them. The boxwood that they're carved from is really lightweight. So, do you do live streams on your other channel as well? I have. I don't have a regular schedule for it. I'm still kind of experimenting and feeling around and seeing exactly what it is my vlog channel is going to focus on, or if it's just not going to have a focus. Or yes. Have you tried dot mandala painting? I took a class last week and I'm addicted. I haven't. I've almost specifically avoided it because it looks like something that I would really, really enjoy, and I'm like, I can't right now. But I definitely watch a bunch of dot mandala videos on Instagram when I'm going to the bathroom. Oops. Everything is okay. I am just moving stuff around. Okay, I moved the computer to where I can actually see it, Randy. There's the other one. Okay. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? And plug in the phone in. Okay. Sorry, you think we'd be doing this often enough that I'd know how to get my head on straight. These are not Krispy Kreme donuts, Jim. Sorry if you already answered this, but are the Prolex the metallic powder you add to nail polish? I need copper metallic polish. You can definitely add the Prolex to a clear or pre-mixed nail polish, and it'll come out pretty nice. So these two are just some simple little pendants that we're going to be listing in the booth. This one's from Fire Mountain Gems. It said black labradorite. And it's nice. I like it. Right on, Lourdes. Right on. Right, Melody. And then this one's a very nice Hemalike. Do you ever make earring findings from your parawire, or do you bind them? Kristen, for the most part, I just purchase from Fire Mountain Gems or Amazon some surgical steel ear wires if I want to match like a silver tone. But sometimes I will make them with the parawire. It's quite a bit of work to like just repetitiously make them. And then I have to hammer them too because the parawire is dead soft. I can't remember. I think these three were going to be for in the booth, and then these three were going to be for Etsy. Those two were going to be in the booth, maybe. And these ones were going to be in the booth. I don't know. So I made like a bunch of like base things. All of these need to get made into necklaces. Ooh, the black labradorite, sure. Now it doesn't really have any flashes in it. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really have any flashes in it, but like it has like a little bit of metallic right there. I just thought it was nice. I was wondering, where do you get your half round wire? Shannon, I get them from parawire.com. This is actually the company we get all of our wire from. They are the bomb diggity. Mystical. Right on. Well, we actually will have some going up onto our Etsy. These pendants will be going up onto our Etsy on Monday for y'all to take home for adoption. Ouch. Just bumping into stuff. Okay. So let's see. Does this one already have a project in it? Yes. Oh boy, that one has a lot of project in it. Excuse me. What about that one? It does a little bit, but that's okay. I really, really like this. I got all of these stones were from the donuts were from Fire Mountain Gems, and all of these guys were from eBay. I am reading them, Randy.
Okay.
What is the gemstone on the necklace I'm wearing? Was the question. Do you mind putting the person's name as well?
Okay.
Thank you. The necklace that I'm wearing, I'll actually show you guys. This is the same one I was wearing in Tuesday's live stream. But it is opalite with amethyst and labradorite, and then some brass enameled, brass and copper maybe? Yeah, brass and copper enameled components just all the way around. Oh no, Karen says her sound just died. Does everybody else hear me okay? Right on, Shannon. Yeah, Claudia Abigail's in here. I really like these containers though. Right, Beth? Yeah, so I'm actually gonna buckle down and get to it. But I like them because I can leave my beads in there. Like, and I mean, I would just throw it into a book bag and tote it around with me everywhere, but they're pretty nice for just keeping the dirt and everything off of them when they're sitting on a shelf, and it helps me to be able to stack them. So this is the beading wire that I use. It's Tiger Tail or Fireline or AccuFlex. What's AccuFlex? Is that like a hearing aid? I don't know. I lost the thing. Zombie asks, will you be selling that necklace you're wearing? And if so, how much? I will not. This is a piece that I made like 8 years ago, and I will be buried in it, very likely. I don't know. We discussed this a little bit on Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to give it to somebody when I die or be buried in it. I don't know, but it's mine. But I am interested in making sister pieces of it. So how long is this? That'll make like a 20-inch necklace. I think that'll be okay. So let's see. And I've got these little, for those of y'all who follow along with me, this was the setup from when I was doing, like, it was like a shoulder wrap piece. So that's from how long ago this was, with all these little like pearls and things. So I think we're going to do the one for this rose quartz bee necklace. Where did you get the beadsmith tray from? Daniel asks. It was actually gifted to me, but I'm sure you could give them a Google, or they're probably on Amazon. But just I would search travel bead tray. What's up, baby? You're just grunting?
And the wire slid off.
Oh, that's the worst. Okay. So let's see. I am going to grab some rose quartz, which the way that I keep my rose quartz or my gemstone beads stored, for the most part, I really enjoy round beads. So I've got my 10, 8, 6, and 4 in the gemstone types. And then whatever else I have on hand. So let's add in some 6 and 4 millimeter. So I'm going to just take a pinch. And some 4 millimeter. Just a pinch of those as well. There we go, putting those back onto the shelf. Ooh. I have a resin kit, but no pigments or dyes yet, and dying to experiment. Would you think if I added nail polish to the color, the resin, it would have any weird reactions? I'm not entirely certain. I've heard from other folks that it's worked out okay. But something that I know that does work is if you pour the resin, let it cure, and then paint the back of it with nail polish, you can get a really cool, like almost foil back cabochon effect that way. But I'd experiment with just a little bit. Hey Von, Lily now has his 3-year-old brother watching you. Please say hi to Denver. Hey Denver. But yeah, I want to use these guys. I think I got these from like Michael's. Oh god, Rancor King. Has you ever had a bad craft day where you drop a box of beads? More times than I care to remember, and Randy every time has had the mercy on me to he'll scoop it up and help me sort it, because I'm usually just like sitting in a pile of my mess and just in tears. So Randy will come and save me from myself, which is thank goodness. Okay. So I also need to let me find my crimp beads. Sorry, I was kind of always really ill prepared for this kind of stuff. There they are. So this is just like a little pill container. No, it's from Fire Mountain Gems. They sent these out as like a free gift for a little while. But that's what I like to keep my crimp beads in. So I'm going to use 4 crimp beads for 1 necklace. What do you use for stringing material? It's a 7 strand. I prefer to use the 49 strand. I put it back. Okay. Yeah, 7 strand beadle-on. This stuff works pretty well. I think I'm gonna do a double up on it, just to make sure that it just to make sure that it stays put, like, but it has a decent enough drape. Kitty's playing with her toy again. And it comes in really handy for a necklace. I just do the length of my desk. Snip. And pull it out. And snip. I reclaim wire from computers and electronic transformers on your suggestion. I got pair wire. Now I'm struggling to not bend base wires. Should I be using half soft for the based wires? Half soft or hardening them up with like a rawhide mallet or nylon head hammer would be really helpful to keep them from bending all over the place. Right on, Jim. Okay. So to do this one, I'm going to close a ring. Sorry, I've got the wire in my mouth. Savannah asks, do you use yarn and or hemp for string? I have sometimes, but not as much as I would like. It just kind of, I don't know, uh, isn't over here in my station, so I don't like it's over in my fiber art area, if that makes sense. And I mean, that sounds like a really lame excuse, but it's honestly, if something's not immediately on hand in my little crafting nest, then it just ends up not getting used.
Same bin.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, honey. Hey, Randy. I love you. Now, Jim has recommended a product, and I've yet to use it, but there's a little tube that you can put your wire through to then put it through the ring. Ooh, Tara says, I love the cabs in my chainmail craft crates, but I'm not sure what to use them. Any suggestions? I all of the cabs that came in the chainmail craft crates would be great for setting in a half Persian 3-in-1 bezel, as well as kind of just gluing a little bail to. Like I unfortunately didn't include any bails into the kits this for January. Okay, so we've gotten that threaded and then slid down. And now, oh poop. Hey Randy, can I snag the crimp pliers from you?
Yeah.
Have you used Soft Flex? I haven't. And Veronica asks, do you sell your pendants without the chain? Typically, yeah. Now we do offer chains for sale also whenever we're in our booth, but for the most part, people are like, we were experiencing if we sold it with a chain, people would be like, well, how much is it without the chain? I already have a chain. And I'd be like, that's not how this works. And so, and then also people would be like, oh, well, I already have a chain that I like to wear stuff on. So we figured, we almost treat it like an upsell a little bit when somebody's like, oh, I would like a chain. Or if they buy multiple pendants, we'll throw a chain or two in for free. But a lot of people that I've seen who also sell jewelry do very well including chains in with it. It's just, I don't know, it's just something that we haven't really done.
Derpy wants to know if you like the memes.
Oh my god, Derpy, I loved the memes.
For those of you who don't know, Derpy on Instagram
is official
memes.
Makes the official Vaughn memes. Oh, Zenta. Coffee sounds good. I already drink mine. Listen. Okay. So now at this point, I've gotten that started. I'm going to set this off to the side. And we can start designing the pattern that we're going to use on the necklace. So this top row is relatively clear, so I'll do it up there. The colored ball chains. Right on, Jim. So I like to start in the very center of what we're doing. And I'm going to throw a bail on this too, I think. Just because I can. So these are some nice little pre-made bails that we'll actually be sending out in our February craft along kits. Hey Nina, how's it going? But yeah, and that way the little pendant will just be waggling. Oh no. Right, Naomi? Do you get your crimps? All the ones I found are rubbish. Daniel, I get them from Fire Mountain Gems. I really like them because they round off nicely. And I do prefer to use them with actual crimp pliers. And then there's something here called a crimp cover that I also get from Fire Mountain Gems. And it's kind of like just a little round bead, but you'll crimp your crimp bead and then just slide the cover over it. And then I come through with my crimp pliers on the round one, not the kidney bean one, but the round one. And smoosh. Now you'll want to make sure that whatever crimp bead that you get will fit inside of the crimp covers that you get. And Fire Mountain Gems is really great about if you contact them and be like, hey, can I use these crimp covers with these beads or with these crimps? They'll be like, yeah. Or, point you in the right direction. So, I mean, it still has a seam on it, but it's not just a little smushed crimp bead anymore. Fire Mountain Gems is an online store. They're based out of Oregon, I think. I'm sure you could hear the certainty in my voice. But I think they ship internationally. Now, where do I keep my crimp covers, though? Where are you at? And the good news is you can add crimp covers after the fact as well. So, ouch. I don't know where I put them. Okay. Hey, Carolyn. Yeah. Southern Oregon. Right on, Patience. Thank you. Okay, where did I do with my... I put too much stuff on my desk. Okay, cat break. Oh, I'm sorry. It's I don't mean to be missing questions. Because Randy's working as well. But yeah, she's just freaking out, losing her mind over this toy. I love it. Okay, we are going to do the giveaway real quick. And then I don't care if it takes me 7 hours. I am making this necklace on this live stream. So, hey Randy, are you ready?
For what?
The giveaway?
Oh, do I gotta pull that stuff up?
Yeah, if you could.
Hang on.
Do what?
Hang on.
Okay, Randy's pulling it up. That is one big hamster. That's a lot of damage.
Thursday, isn't it?
Do what?
It is Thursday, isn't it?
It is a Thursday. Ah, right on, Blue. That's good to know. Right on, Savannah. Okay. I don't actually know if I want to do this one with a bail or not. I mean, because that'll be cute, right? But I kind of wanted to do a necklace like this so I can show you guys how to do that split. Maybe. How do you keep even tension on wire and prevent it from slipping through your fingers? Thank you so much for reposting that question. Whenever I'm keeping tension on it, I work really with only like the 3 inches of wire that's closest to the work that I'm working on. So that way it'll stay and I can keep it kind of nice and tight. And I don't worry about any of the extra wire that's back there. I just kind of zoom in my focus a little bit. Right on. Uh-oh. Drug wars between the cats. Right on, Jody. Patience. Okay. Quick trip to the Randy area. But yeah, so that's my little nest. I've really successfully closed myself off into a corner of the room. And what we're giving away today is one of our medium heart boxes. So this is Randy hands.
Sure, it's a medium.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have one left in stock.
It's the 2 in the stack. It's the top one. I got you.
Okay.
No, I set them both aside because one is from last week. We still hadn't been contacted by the winner. Okay. So this is what we're giving away in today's live stream. Yeah, Randy got both of the drinks from Brahms.
Yeah.
So those are the cabs. So today's winner, if you want to go ahead and clicky boot the random.
155 possible winners.
And it looks like today's winner is Inger! She says, late today, but enjoyed what I caught. Love the contributions from Randy. You two are adorable together.
No.
Can I kiss you yet?
No.
Nope. I zapped him again, you guys.
Real hard today.
Real hard.
You stop. Get your life together.
There we go. Congratulations, Inger! You're a winner, chicken dinner. Send us a message on email backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com with where you'd like me to ship this to, and I'll go ahead and get that shipped out to you. Thank you so much, Randy. But yeah, Randy's been hand spooling all of the wire samples for the craft along kits, so he's been quite busy. For months now. Right on. On the water. Right, Nina? Yeah, congratulations, Inger.
Oh, is Inger in here?
Mm-hmm. To participate in the giveaways, usually you'll comment on for the week like Tuesday's live stream, and then whoever commented on that Tuesday, the following Thursday that's when we do the drawing. And we just go to like youtubecommentpicker.com and put in that, so that just like keeps it nice and random. Okay, so super duper focus time. Be sure if you guys have questions to write at and then Yvonne Williams.
Yes, we do ship internationally.
We do ship internationally. That way Randy will see your comments or see your question and send it over to me. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to have a bail on this one. I'm going to try to have it be the same style as the necklace that I am wearing. So I'm going to go ahead and take this bail off. Where'd the little... Where in the heckins? There it is. And so now from there, I'm just going to pretend like this is at the 0 mark. Have you ever worked with resin for your creations? I have. I really like resin. How do you price a strung necklace? Oops. Ooh, I don't know. Like, used to, I'd actually add up, like, the total cost for the whole piece, like, per bead and all this stuff. And then I was like, people will usually pay this much for this necklace, and then just charge that. So, but usually I start around like 30 or 40, especially if it's really gemstone heavy, because those can get pretty expensive pretty fast. So we'll do those two guys. And then we'll do some silver beads. And then 4mm, 4mm. What's she doing? Oh, really?
Yeah, she's all high. The best thing she's ever seen.
And whenever I'm stringing, I just try to go with a very basic repetition typically. I can hear you licking your butt. Please stop. Don't huff at me. You're the one with the cavernously echoing butt. Sorry. It's my dog. And so I'm just going to kind of repeat the same pattern of like, let me zoom in. Whoa, too much. Hey, Pepper McMuffin. 6mm rose quartz, then, you know, a silver bead, 4mm decorative rondel, 4mm bead, 6mm bead, and just kind of repeat that out. So now I'll be able to grab my bead tray back out again. Yeah, Jim says nice board for bracelets, like the big one for necklaces. I do too. I haven't really looked, honestly, but if I had a big one that had the plastic cover for it, I would totally use the one that does that. Because I don't know how many of these trays I've had over the years that it just gets so gross with like dog hair and dust, and so just having a little like a Tupperware lid almost that'll fit over it really made a big difference for me. Do what, love?
Where'd you get them bees?
I think from Amazon. Like I just searched like zinc alloy bee charm. And it was like, bloop, did you mean this? And I was like, why, yes, I did. And then I gave them money and they sent me beads. It was a beautiful thing. Okay. Sorry, I am going to get these little pearls put away because I'm not doing any pearl stuff today. Which bin do you go in? Oh boy. Teeny tiny little beads. And I just chopped all my fingernails off too, so. Oh, is he?
No, he's just looking at me.
Oh yeah. Well, he got really offended. I asked him to stop licking his butt. Do what?
Mama yelled at me for licking my butt. I want to be in your lap now.
Yeah, mostly. There he goes. Okay. Kanita, I'm so glad that you enjoy Parawire.
Hey! Stop dragging my wire into the kitchen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at your struggle, honey, but it's adorable. And I'm just glad that she's not in here bothering me.
When I get their wire and it tastes like cat slobbers.
Yeah. Are you still messaging me comments, Randy?
Yeah.
Okay. This would be really helpful if I'm going to get this done. I'm not able to really focus. Man, am I out? I might be.
How do you price your wire weaving with gemstones?
Do what?
How do you price your wire weaving with gemstones?
Again, a lot of that is influenced by, I always start with my base cost multiplied by 3. So if it costs me, $15 to make something, I absolutely will not charge less than, what's 3 times 15? Than 45 for it. But sometimes it'll be like it's a piece where it was particularly challenging, where it's difficult to find gemstone. And so I'll charge a little bit more. So it's, I don't know. Honestly, pricing stuff is the hardest part of all this. Yeah. So I'm going to have to put on the list that I need more of these 3mm silver beads. So I'm straight up out. Bless you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Just hearing you hiccup. Well, okay. What are you up to today? Hey, Sam. We are making a strung necklace using this as the focal point, which I think will be nice. Oh, Mystic, that is such a good idea. Beverly Jones asks, do you make polymer clay beads? If so, do you resin them? Because I tried and had to throw them all out. Can you YouTube on it? I don't use the resin on the beads. If I were to, I would do like the Tiny Pandora's paint on resin that's UV set. So you just paint on a thin layer and then put it into the UV light. Like if that makes sense. Derpy's heading out. Mm-hmm. Right on. Okay, so putting these 4mm, because this bracelet one actually comes in pretty handy too for whenever I do the 2-layer necklaces like this. So I think in the center of that, I'm gonna do.
How do you determine what size to make a necklace?
I usually make all of my necklaces, if I'm making it for in the booth, around 18 to 20 inches, because I don't make a whole lot of chokers. But on most adult women, unless they're quite petite,
A 20-inch necklace will sit, or an 18-inch necklace will sit quite like right there up against their, the base of their throat. And then I'll put a chain extender on it. That way it can be shortened or lengthened to fit however they want. If that makes sense. So I'm going from a 10, 8, 6 to 4. Over here on the sides, I'm just pulling out some extra 4mm beads. There we go. And I'm going to be whipping out some extra little what are these? Gosh, just like little 1mm beads. But yeah, these little round beads are probably my favorite for spacers. Okay. So now we can actually get to a little bit of stringing maybe. So for the main body of the necklace, I think I'm actually going to do... I don't know if y'all can hear the cat. She's adorable. Okay. What is your favorite necklace clasp? I really prefer to use lobster claw clasps. They're very straightforward. People are used to them, and they, other than kind of fumbling a bit, I try to get like at least like a 13 by 9mm lobster claw, so it's a little larger, but it makes it easier to put a necklace on yourself. But yeah, those are definitely... Oh, boy. Oh, sorry. There we go. No, okay. Yep, there it went. Sorry, it's just chasing bees. Okay, so for the main portion of the neckline, you and I had thrown that kind of bronzy bead in there. Kitties. Okay, now both the cats are high and they're fighting each other. It's MMA over here. Was I going to incorporate more of that bronze color? I don't know. I don't think I am. Okay. So I'm just going to start by threading on. Ooh, Zenda asks, or anyone else, do you have info to someone who does logos on shirts, the kind that don't come off? Honestly, our friends with World of Strange, they do fantastic work, but I think they have a minimum order, like for logos on shirts. But they might be able to point you in the right direction if you contact them. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay in frame. So I've got these extra little tails of wire right now. Oh, Patience, I had answered already, but it's lobster claws. So, again, just like the necklace I'm wearing, this style, where it just hooks and has that little lever. I like it. They're super, super sturdy. I do that all the time, but then I have to die for them so my doxy puppy doesn't get them, right? It's fortunately only one got away. I was able to snaggle the rest of them. And the way that the house slants and the way that the feet of my desk are, it actually catches. I've got a little catch-all space for the beads that get away. So yeah, by threading 2 strands through right from the beginning, this is going to let us do the split. It just gets pretty dense there at the beginning. For the gemstone beads, how do you determine how many of each size to buy? Do you just buy 2 strands at a time or more. I usually do it at least 1 or 2 16-inch strands of a bead type if it's something that I'm like, I know I use a bunch of these. So hopefully that's helpful. But if it's a bead style or type or something that I haven't purchased before, I'll usually just get one strand of it. But I save all of the little, like Fire Mountain Gems has a little sticker on all the bags that has like the item number and like a very loose description on it. And I save all of those and like peel them off the bag and fold them up and put them in the bead tray with the beads. That way I'll know whenever I go back to reorder it, at least what size it was, or gosh, they sound like they're torturing each other. I wish the cats wouldn't fight. I guess that's just how they sound when they're playing though. But yeah, that way if I go back and reorder, then I know exactly what to put in. So that's how that's coming along. And I'm just gonna kind of keep no, I haven't actually. I gave my cat catnip once. I was putting it in a sock for her to play with it. I spilled some on my bedspread. She ate a hole through it. Oh goodness, Holly. So there's that and that. But stringing beads is honestly probably one of the most peaceful things, because there's no complicated or intricate weaving. You know, it's easy on the hands. It's just, of all the things that I do, it's probably one of the most expensive, just because it does take the individual beads that you're using are like the different colors on a painter's palette, but unfortunately you're not able to mix them the way that you could paints to get different colors. What's up, love?
Hermits of the world unite in our own homes. Alone.
Yep.
World of Strange says 24 shirts for a one-time order.
Right on.
So there you go, Zenta.
Yeah, our friends at World of Strange have a minimum order of 24 shirts, but they don't have like a direct to garment or anything like that. But I don't know, there might be somewhere local for you. So now it's gotten to the point I've had over an inch of extra for the tails, so I'm actually going to come in and just snip those off and tuck the ends into this bead. That way no little pokey bits. I'm not sure, Kimmy. I keep falling asleep during the day and up at night. LOL. Did I miss you answering my question about UV resin as to what is best and where to get it? Honestly, I haven't really noticed a difference between a lot of the UV resins. Except for like Tiny Pandora has a slightly thicker UV resin concoction, but they're all kind of pretty standard. My favorite place to get them though is on Amazon, just because I like, for the most part, like being able to tell the reviews by other people, because it becomes less about the actual UV resin itself and more about if the company actually will ship it to you or replace it if it was damaged in shipping, or if it doesn't arrive, is it refundable? So not that I've really had any problems with anywhere else, but it is nice to have that security. So I'm gonna do, gosh, probably about oh, I don't know, like 4 or 5 inches of this, just repeated. Do you have a tutorial on the donut design you have on the table? I do. It's, if you just search under my videos, like donut bead or wire wrap donut or something, it should pop up. Puppy, I can hear you licking your armpits and it sounds gross. Ah, sweet silence. So yeah, it can be a little bit bothersome. It's like having to thread 2 needles through a hole, but hey Randy. Psst. Hey Randy. Could I bother you to make me a cup of coffee?
You know, you only get 3 wishes, but your cup of coffee.
No, not like that. Please, no, not make me a cup of coffee. Could you make a cup of coffee for me to drink? God damn it, Randy, please don't deny me. I walk right into that every time. Don't I, Sam Dog? Oh, he's a sweetie, though.
Stay away from that water.
But yeah, I think we were talking about it last night, actually. That he's like, if I die before you, I'm gonna haunt the Keurig. I don't know why he was saying that, but it was funny at the time. Poof, your cup of coffee, right? Deborah. But I ask him to do quite a bit for me whenever I'm live streaming because I don't want you guys to like be sitting here staring at a blank, work surface. I don't want to leave you all unattended while I'm streaming, and he's very understanding of that, which I appreciate immensely. That and hey, lazy coffee. So yeah, that's coming along quite nicely. I really like this kind of pink and silvery blue together too. Jody says, too late, your cup of coffee. Right. Beverly says Amazon costs so much to send to Australia. Yeah, I'm pretty ignorant whenever it comes to international things, so I don't quite know. Maybe if you're able to find the product on Amazon, you can contact the seller. Because sometimes, like, I know that some of the same sellers on Amazon also have Etsy and AliExpress stores. And sometimes even an eBay store to where you can get the same product, but just through different sources, if that makes sense. I mean, don't quote me on that. It's not everybody, but it's something that I've run into here and there. And that's, Hey, honey. Will you still talk to me even if I'm a cup of coffee?
Here's my handle.
Are you a teapot? You're a teapot? Our forbidden love between the coffee and the teapot.
When I get all worked up, I gotta shout.
Oh, please stop dancing. It's just awkward. I think it's all funny through the changes your house went through and Randy's area stays the same. Right, Zenta? And that's us in a nutshell. Randy's very, like, constant and, like, stable. And I'm very, like, it's been 3 months. Let's change everything. But it's a good thing. He did get super fancy and rearrange his desktop folder arrangement, though. So that was pretty wild and unexpected. Oh, thanks, Mikio. We'll see you around. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the split. So let me try this on. Actually, I'm going to use the necklace that I'm wearing to compare. Hey, JC. Says, I would just like to say I thoroughly enjoy and love your videos. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you like them. Can you hold the bead strand up so we can see it better? Sure. Let me unclasp this. Lay that down there. Where'd the bead strand go? There it is. Where'd the beads at? And it's just kind of alternating a 4 and a 3 millimeter rose quartz and glass with a little 2mm metal bead. And I like it because it feels very nice on the back of the neck. So this one was done with 4 and 6mm beads with little copper bead caps. Let's compare the length. I'll do one more rotation and then it'll be the same as the necklace I'm wearing, which I feel like is a pretty good length. It's all right. I hear that squirty Keurig. My coffee's ready. So there's that. And so now to do the split, what we're going to do, and you can see here, is I had actually used a larger bead, like a bead with a large hole that I had made with coiled wire. Sure, I'll go ahead and measure it for you. And then use 2 2mm beads to sit side by side. Hey, beautiful. Will you take this old cup of coffee? Oh, God. Thank you. I'd kiss you, but I don't want to electrocute your face again. Ooh. Coffee, 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 coffee. Java, 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 java. Cheers, everybody. Ah, that's really hot. Ouch. Give us a minute. Just let me drink you. Oh, I am weak. I'm gonna have to wait like a couple of minutes. Oh, that is good though. This is about 5.5 inches. Karen, I got them from Amazon. Deborah says, I don't have a man to fetch my coffee. I'm not gonna lie, it is very nice to have a handsome gentleman bring me a steaming cup of coffee. Like, hashtag spoiled. Oh, I don't know. I'm not objectifying. Well, I'm objectifying you. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You're hot. Just like my coffee. Do what, honey?
Just reading the text.
Oh, what are they saying? Because I've got the phone like kind of beside my head, so I can't really read what they're saying.
My goodness, Nina.
What would Nina say? She's always got something interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna do I do a 6mm? I don't know. Let's try it out and see. When you're not beading, can you let me know the dimensions of them? We have 4mm, and this one, it's bigger than a 3 but smaller than a 4, and 2mm. Hey, puppy. And then 6, 8, and 10 are the dimensions of all my beads, as well as a 4x6 faceted rondel. Who's robbing you?
Rubbed.
Who's rubbing you?
You.
I'm rubbing you?
That's Nina.
What? I've missed something. Okay, so now begins the split. I put on a 6mm bead, and then I've slid on 2 2mm beads. And the idea is whenever we string it, they'll sit just right next to each other. Just like that. And then this one, I'm going to have go off to one side. And I'm actually going to, if I can find it, I'm going to use an earring back that I thread through once. Hey, Thud the cat. And then thread through again, if I can manage it, to keep my beads from sliding off. And then I just push that right up and it'll hold my work more or less. But now I don't have to worry about, beads falling off. And this way I don't have to worry about any, crimp beads or anything up in this area. It gives me a nice, thick, durable bulk of the necklace. Okay, let me lower this down just a little bit more. The tripod. Because I really want to be able to read y'all's comments. Because, sorry, I don't mean to shake it so much. There we go. What is the best place to see your items for sale, please? Hey, Adam, I post everything that we have for sale up on our Etsy shop, and it gets updated every Monday now. Okay.
Well, the stuff that's for sale on Etsy will be on the Etsy shop.
Yeah.
What's for sale out of the booth will be in the booth.
Yeah, we do keep our booth and Etsy sales separate. Have you ever worked with shrink plastic? Need to find a way to seal the color in. I haven't. That would be interesting to learn about, though. Okay, so now I'm going to do the part of the necklace that does...
That's on purpose, Nina.
What's on purpose? Why are you yelling? Oh, yeah, Randy doesn't... He just sits in there in his area. I'm going to be doing this section first, which I had initially had at... How many inches is this? It is exactly 4 inches from point to point on the drapey bit. And then this one is... There's only a 1 inch difference between the 2 layers of the necklace. So I'm going to do just 4 inches, so that lets me up here. Mod Podge for sealing shrink plastic works great. Thank you, Cassie.
I don't know.
What bead cap am I using? Well, I'm not using any bead caps right now for this design. I'm just sticking to very simplistic round beads. Because to add a little bit of contrast to the bee being brassy, I'm just using silver through the whole neckline. So now up here, I can adjust this to make sure that it'll be the right length. So we've got the inches here. Let me get that little thread out of the way. What gauge is the beading wire? I am using... It's kind of number 2. I don't know. There's a thing over it. It's 0.38 millimeter beading wire. I don't know. Hopefully that'll give you all the information. This is all the information I have. It feels like a oh, I don't know. Maybe a 26 gauge. Did you crimp the necklace just after the split? I think I missed something. Okay, I haven't done any crimping since the beginning. I just used an earring back to hold this wire stable and keep the beads in place. That way I don't have anything sliding off that end. And then just two little 2 millimeter beads. No crimping. Oh, right on. Gosh, it's so cold in here. It may be loud, but I think we're gonna have to turn the heater back on. My hands hurt from the cold. Which, not gonna lie, is the #1 reason why I had Randy get me coffee, is so I could hold it.
Yeah, I think you can totally shop on our website from India.
Yeah, I believe so. We ship international. Yeah, I'm not getting into a competition. I just know I'm cold. So well, the heater's quite loud, so no, I don't know if you guys can see, my little fingers are red.
House, okay. It was really more of a box.
Lucky you, we lived under a tarp in the middle of the road.
Yeah, but at least you had a piece of top of
Luxury. Yeah. So I gotta grab more 4 millimeter beads. And these I'd actually gotten bulk from Fire Mountain Gems, gosh, like ages ago. And I've just been using them up. About like 10, 16-inch strands, like 8 years ago. Grab Randy, you'll get warm, and Randy will fulfill your wishes. No, it'll just shock them. Jody. Yeah, oh, that's a good idea, Caslin. I worry for the pipes too, though. Turning the heater back on would just be a good idea in general, I think. So, doing a little bit more of a repetition of the pattern, but I want the 10 in the middle. And then I'm going to do one of these bad boys. There we go. On either side of that.
Alright, heater on?
Yes, please, honey. And then another one of those. Am I on? No, I still got some more. So it's gonna get loud, kind of like a wind tunnel maybe, but that's our heater. Okay, so it looks like we only need one repetition of that on each side. What's up, babe?
Just a comment.
Hmm.
Mr. Daniel?
Oh, I missed it. Okay, so I'm actually going to skip this first silver bead because that was already, at the beginning of our wire. And I'm just going to thread all these on. There we go. And sometimes just adding in a slightly different texture, like these little silvery blue 4mm beads have a matte finish as opposed to the shiny finish of the gemstone. And then tossing in, just some faceted, you can do something that's almost monochrome, or just the two-tone and really get some nice textures and stuff going on. But so you don't have to have a ton of different beads to do some interesting beadwork or bead stringing. And that's probably my favorite thing about using natural gemstones as well, is glass comes out a lot of the time, they'll all look just like each other. Whereas gemstones, you get so much natural variation. Humidifier will also help spread heat evenly throughout the area. Right on. Well, it's plenty humid in the house. Like the houseplants actually act as a humidifier a little bit. So that's how that's sitting. And even just this without the split, I think would have been a beautiful necklace. Just gradiating to the larger beads in the center. Did it knock itself back down to 60?
I haven't heard it back on.
Okay. Oops. So I'm pulling the earring back. What are you cackling at? Off of this one?
When we finally put plastic over the windows,
Mm-hmm.
Callie is freaking out.
Oh?
She's like, I can't sit on the windowsill anymore.
Oh no.
What is this invisible barrier?
So yeah, just using that same earring back. Pushing it down to keep the tension. Hey, Rosalie. There we go.
Also, I've been sending you more stuff.
Oh, have you? It stopped beeping at me. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Oh gosh, I've missed a lot of questions. Beverly asks, do you make polymer clay beads? Okay, I answered that one. Kimmy Sue said, what is the best UV resin and best place to get it? Okay, answered that one. How do you determine how much of a particular bead to buy? Yeah, usually like two 16-inch strands of it. You need some beading gloves. They do keep your hands warm. Right on. Who sells the best jump rings, please? Grambo, I really enjoy the work from the Ring Lord, as well as C&T Designs. They have some really nice anodized aluminum, but honestly, the Ring Lord is very consistent quality, very good prices. And if you get it less than 20 pounds in a shipment, they'll ship it to you using USPS, which is very nice. Okay, I think that this will be a good length. So let's go ahead and start stringing these on. Right on, Hector. We did, Colleen. Our winner was Inger. But we'll be doing another drawing next week, free for everyone to participate in. All you got to do is comment on Tuesday's live stream for next week, which, by the way, oh my God, it's the last day of January. That was unexpected. I mean, I knew it would happen eventually, but first month of the year, gone, down and done. Randy. No, it's been a great month, except for my biggest regret this month was that entire bag of dinosaur shaped chicken nuggets we ate last night because we're basically out of groceries. And they were left over from whenever my sister and her kids came to visit in for Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was time to clean them out. But man, it was like eating greasy sponges. It was the worst. But it's what's for dinner. So, but yeah, that's my biggest regret of the month. Ooh, Nina, that'll be fun. But yeah, I kind of just hold them all in my hand. That way, before sliding it all down, I can see if I like the way that it looks or if I mess up on the pattern a bit. Well, hey, pretty kitty. What you doing? No, I need that bead. That's like the last one. Okay, I gotta go splunk cream, you guys. Oh, what did I just wreck into? Okay, climbing underneath the desk. But yeah, it fell into the darkness beyond. There you are.
This is the last day of January.
Do what?
This is the last day of January.
It is.
Before February hits.
Oh, yeah.
Who are patrons? You gotta make sure you're in the right patron tier.
Yeah. Okay, let me get this. Okay, guys, this is super important. If you're one of my $20 and up patrons, be sure to double, triple check what tier that you're in for on your Patreon, because they're gonna start taking out payments next month, and whichever tier you're in, that's what you're getting.
We monkeyed around with it.
Do what?
We monkeyed around.
Randy says we monkeyed around with it, so check your stuff. Yeah, because once it's been processed, it's really difficult for us to go through and kind of fiddle and rearrange. Okay, there we are. Holy crap, Patience, thank you. She says buy some food. Patience, you could have gone and done that on Patreon and you'd gotten some beads. But thank you so much, we will.
That's some food. Well, okay, next month on the 21st when.
Yeah. How are you going to attach the pendant to your beaded necklace? That's actually exactly what we're going to do right now. And we're going to just slide this through. And I think somewhere I have a bead. I've got a bead for this, but I've got a bead for this. Is it in here? No. Yeah. Oh, you're such a good girl. I love you. I do. Even if you weren't a good girl, I would love you, but I'm glad that you are. Do what, Randy?
Someone says, I think I'm a $20 or $30 patron to chainmail here. Is that still the same?
That should still be the same, but it wouldn't hurt to double check. Like, don't quote us on anything. We only pretend like we're professionals who know what we're doing. So I'd love to have something that I could thread through that would make this a little less tension on the wire. But I think that'll be fine. Oh, I meant to do a 6mm bead, but I think that'll be okay too. Okay. Am I making noises? I think I'm super grunty. Like, I'm so sorry if I'm like grunt breathing in you guys' ears. Excuse me. Goodness. Hey, pretty kitty. Excuse me.
I
Hmm.
need to change that.
What that? Danke. I sounded like a cat. A cat sneezing or? Oh. Sorry, I don't mean to put my hands in the way. Thank you, Patience. Ooh, you know, a small coil is a brilliant idea. I just don't know if it would fit. And with the beads being tight, it's not actually sitting, like there's not much movement going on there. So I think it'll be okay. But these are really good ideas.
Did I miss how you attach the charm to the donut?
Oh, I just wire wrapped it on. You can see it's got some wire around the little bee legs and then up there. I've also done some where I use head pins, but that didn't quite work out on these bees. So we're getting so close to being, we're technically a little over halfway done. Everything takes me like, I mean, I'm not kidding, like three to four times as long in a live stream, but I really enjoy getting to hang out and just chill with you guys. Like, so thank you for being so patient. Meow. Excuse me. Meow. I just like hearing you talk to me. I know you went outside. I know that you do. Yeah. Hey, Randy. Whenever you're not busy, the heater's not turning back on.
Okay.
I think it knocked itself back down.
Sorry, Kim.
Okay.
Indeed it is.
Thank you for checking for me.
Oh, we got cold quick.
What is it?
It dropped down 7 degrees since you asked me to turn it on.
Dang. Okay. So here comes the loud heater. Because I was like, my hands hurt. Please, someone make it warm. Yeah, River, for sure. So putting on another 2mm bead to just shrink that back down. And now I'm grabbing both ends. Did we get the crossing piece? Yeah, that was just some beads that I had strung on one and then butted off the end with the earring back. Are you guys getting the crazy colds now? We are. It was like 7 degrees yesterday, which is very unseasonable for, like, it like never gets that cold here. But fortunately, we were prepared. We put plastic over all the windows, and everything. So, right. Yeah, there's the loud heater. So I'm going to thread on a 6mm bead. And then pulling that nice and tight. I'm just going to pull these wires, butt my fingernails up against it, and hold it. I think that'll look really nice. Like, it's a little bit more space between the two layers of drape than what I would have preferred, but I think it'll be okay. Like, I think it'll still look nice when it's being worn. Actor, right? I gotta be minion and do string beads or polish things or whatever. It'd be less stressful than what I'm doing now. Except for, well, I can't pay you, and our house smells like a skunk right now because a skunk sprayed our van, and it just stinks from our driveway. But maybe, what are you doing now, Laura? Randy, that would be perfect. Beverly, our house is leaky, like drafty. That's the term. Our house is drafty, which I guess is it leaks wind. And it normally, like, I don't know, we've got like a gas leak upstairs or something. So we actually typically just let it be leaky. That way we don't die of carbon monoxide poisoning. It's a big fixer-upper, like, work in progress. But with such strong winds, like, the curtains were moving from the just old, really old, like, these windows are about 114 years old. So, like, all the caulking has rotted out, and, like, just the gaps between the actual window frame and the wall, like, it's depressed. I don't want to think about it too much. It's going to take so much to get it fixed. But yeah, so they just have these, like, weatherproofing. You just tape the plastic over the window and then use, like, a hair dryer, and it shrinks it. Yeah. Yep. It is recyclable. I actually use it for, like, over plant beds. How did you build up your bead and stone collection when you were just starting? Gosh, it was lots of sales. I scavenged a lot from old, like, broken, like, estate sales. Like, you could get, like, a bag of old used jewelry for quite inexpensive. And then just, like, scavenge the metal beads and stuff out of that just to experiment and see what I liked and didn't like. And then we had saved, poor miserable kitty. We had saved and then did a big Fire Mountain Gems order, and that really beefed up, like, the basic bones of our bead inventory. And honestly, it was mostly of just 4, 6, 8, and 10 millimeters of a bunch of different gemstone types, because I knew in my wire wrapping and in my bead stringing, that's what I used the absolute most of. And so I was like, we'll do that. Right, Elizabeth? You can find some really amazing stuff in there. They are, but at the time it was like, I mean, we rice and beaned it hard to save up the money to do that first Fire Mountain Gems order. Because it was at the point, it was like, well, you know, I need to sell stuff to make money. And it's like, well, I need beads to make stuff, to sell stuff, to make money. And I need money for beads. So it's a whole lot of selling to the ladies at the bank. You know, whenever we would go in and be like, hey, sorry we overdrafted. And, you know, but see, we deposited, but it was a Sunday, so it didn't go through, and that's why it overdrafted. And they were so understanding and so helpful. When will we make the live video on YouTube while painting? Please make it. Oh, I'm not sure. How does one find estate sales? Usually they're listed in, like, your local newspaper or, like, local real estate or auction agencies will have them listed on, like, a schedule of events, maybe. Do what, Randy? Sometimes at a bank. Like, I'd check out the cork boards of, like, local libraries, community centers, like some restaurants, if they're not, you know, franchises or something. When you get distracted with dishes and come back to a necklace. Ah, thanks, Melissa. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I really love the little purpley, silvery blue beads. But yeah, it's just, I'm going to take just a minute to let my hands warm up. What is the industry standard retail price on a finished piece like what you're making? Honestly, thanks, Melissa. Thanks. I don't know about an industry standard, and honestly, I'm gonna sell it for $40, I think, because it's a lot of rose quartz. Randy would probably, normally I would have sold it, like when we were first starting out, I would have sold it for 25. But I can hear Randy being like, what? And so over the years I've learned to listen to Randy. So we'll be selling it for 40. Hey Danielle, sorry. Yeah, Nina says, let Randy set the prices, end of story. But I'm a control freak and I want to micromanage it. They're glass, Tashers. They're glass with an AB finish. I think I got them at like Michael's on sale. Yeah. Melissa says, no, that's real rose quartz, at least 40. Right? And that's, yeah. Because I want people to be able to buy stuff but not like be like, well, I guess I'll have ramen for lunch. You know? I'd rather me have ramen for lunch because I sold something for 40 than you have ramen for lunch because you bought something for 40. If that makes sense. Like, what, Hector? Coffee's amazing. That's true, Nina. But I don't know. It helps me sleep at night because already I have like apparently there's a thing called survivor's guilt for whenever you pull yourself up out of like poverty, even because I was like, that's ridiculous. Then the friend I was talking to was like, Google it. What you're talking about sounds an awful lot like survivor guilt. And I was like, what? So it's, I don't know, between survivor guilt and imposter syndrome and a lot of these things, it's like I feel bad charging $40 whenever it's like I have so many people being so generous to me. I should just give away what I'm making because like I did nothing. I feel like nothing beyond what other folks do to deserve this. Callie does went out. She's gonna hang out with me because I need snuggles. Yeah. Oh, she's like, don't touch my butt. I'm high. Yeah. So that's what the top of my jewelry desk looks like now. It's a little kitty. Oh, did we get stuff in your way? Oh, how dare I? Let me move that. Whoa, he's a pretty kitty. Oh, I move it, so now you move? You're a butt cheek. Butt cheeks, that's what you are. Thanks, JC. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, and that's true, Melissa, and that's why I listen to Randy about how much I should charge for stuff. That's my hair feather. Just a mini butt playing in my stuff. But yeah, just one, not a full butt, just a little butt. Look at her being a butt cheek. Right on, Crystal. Thank you for hanging out. She is out to make mischief. But also a big reason why I'm not letting her out right now is the school buses and work traffic. She likes to cross the street, and I like for her to be alive, so we have conflicting interests. Yeah, hey, Yvonne. Yeah, it's just, we're just hanging out for a bit. I'm holding my coffee, letting my hands warm up. Okay. So, I think we can finish up this necklace. So, and also, where'd that earring back go? Because I need it for my earring. I took it off of my earring. New catchphrase, we don't touch my butt, I'm high. Yeah, sorry. Right on. Well, thank you guys just for hanging out with me and for listening. Okay, I'm flipping this back around. There we go. Excuse me. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever heard a song by Cardi B. I am the opposite of being hip and cool. Especially since I call it being hip and cool. I think that's like the first parameter. For those windows, dampen the window, then press bubble plastic over them. Insulation and cuts out the draft. Right on. That is a really good idea. Yeah, it's just faster beating too, with warmer hands, so I can feel what's happening. But yeah, it's I do feel exceptionally lucky. I mean, I'm not gonna say that Randy and I haven't also worked hard, but we see people every day who I feel like work harder than what Randy and I do, and do better work than what Randy and I do, but they haven't been as lucky. And I hope and cheer for them that luck will find them, because I do feel like if you work hard, you're making yourself better prepared for when luck does find you. Horror? Hey, Horror. The next show that we're doing is Mid South Con in Memphis on March something. I don't know. We did update our show schedule on our website though, and it's still a little up in the air. But we may be going to Branson Comic Con in Branson, Missouri. Not to vend, but just to go and be in costume and like talk to people. We may be competing in the costume contest, but I don't know about that yet. I'm not sure how February is going to be looking, if I'm going to have the time to make a costume. So. Right, Shannon. Okay, so measuring to make sure that these are the same length. And I'm just going to count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 2 more. Colleen, February's kits will be mailed out. The way that it works is Patreon takes out payment on like the 1st of the month, and we get it on the 5th of the month. On the 6th. It finally makes it into our bank if it's not like a weekend or a government holiday or something. And so that's whenever we start processing everybody's packages. And so usually we try to have all the packages shipped off by the 8th. And so that's whenever your packages will be going out to you. Will be shortly after that.
You're saying to check your work.
Hmm?
Not sure what that means. You got two pink beads together, I guess.
Silver, pink, blue, pink, silver, pink, blue, pink, silver, silver. Ah, thank you. Crap. Well, so I'm going to pinch it, place it. I'm going to angle this down so you can see. And then I'm just placing my fingers on top of it like this. And pulling the wire out, removing the extra bead, and going back at it. Thank you guys for pointing that out. And then just get back to threading. Oh, so close to being done. Right on. Well, that's a good idea, Catherine. Oh, did it really? Dead nubbin live streams. Do you put the pendants on your displays before the show, or do you box them up and put them on at the show? Hey, Sparky. We have the pendant flats that we have for displaying. We have like pendants that kind of just live on there, and then whenever I make pendants, they go into our backstock inventory, and then we'll replace what was sold, or kind of rearrange a bit whenever we get there to the show. So that way we're not having to constantly put out, because it's about 300 pendants, maybe 250, maybe. that we have on display at any given time, and we don't want to have to take the time to put each one of those out whenever we're setting up. Excuse me, especially when we were doing like 1-day shows where it's you set up, sell, and then tear down. That's whenever we really started to streamline. That's whenever we started leaving the earrings on the earring display. That made a big difference. I remember our first shows very fondly, but man, we had no idea what we were doing. But it worked out. Things worked out pretty okay. Okay. Yeah, no, well, I mean, keep in mind, guys, we've been doing this full time since 2008. So, we didn't get it all made in a day, but we were doing, I think the most shows we ever did in a year was 32 vending events. And then, even though I had planned on putting this bead color in there everywhere else, but I didn't, so now I'm just going to be doing it to match the other side. So crimp bead, glass bead, crimp bead. But no, it's the logic behind doing so much work is we figure we can only sell as much as we have made. And we were like, well, we'd really like to make some money. So maybe we'll make a whole bunch of stuff. And it helps refine. Like, you learn pretty quickly whenever you're like, I'm going to try something new today. And then you make 10 of it, or more. It helps you really learn those new techniques and adapt them and make them your own. And I guess I don't do anything small, like just one of something. What you laughing, babe?
I just feel sorry for all these people who are just now like, all right, I made it to a live stream.
Right? We're literally finishing up, but that's okay. Okay, so I've threaded through a couple of beads. We have, come on, don't be blurry. There we go. If you're paying for the tables, you might as well use it. Fuller tables do attract more people. You are very correct. Like, I agree with that very much. Emptier tables tend to attract barnacles, we call them, which is, sometimes honestly, that's how we've made some of our best friends, is by people just hanging around the booth chatting. But sometimes you'll just get folks that, man, like, they can't take a hint and be like, excuse us, please, because like they'll just stand there not really saying anything, or not being conversational, but they'll be blocking potential customers. And it's especially whenever we get a negative Nancy, who they come through and they feel like they're a Yelp reviewer and they want to give you a verbal Yelp review of every single piece that you have in the booth, but they talk to you like you're forcing them to be there. And it's like, excuse me, but you're the one who walked up, So. Right on, Lori. That's fantastic. So we've gotten those strung up and crimped and snipped. Use my thumbnail to make sure those little wires aren't poking out. And that is our necklace. I'll be adding the crimp covers to these other 3 crimp beads off of the live stream because I need to find them. If I were my clasps. There we are. Yeah, I order these in bulk from Fire Mountain Gems as well. Yeah, it gets kind of tight, and you really only need like an inch because it helps it from, if the crimp gets loose, it doesn't just, if I cut right next to the crimp and the crimp gets loose, it'll be a lot more likely to slide out. Whereas if I just thread back through, now you could go all the way back down, but you can also see the difference in drape between where it's just the 2 strands and where it's the 4 strands. It's much stiffer. Tashers, that's a really good question. She says the people who come to your booth to complain about other vendors slash the coordinators, etc. How to tell them to go away without being an ass. Now there is the key, because I do try to always be polite. Oftentimes I will just deflect. I'll be like, "Oh man, that's horrible. I don't know if I'm the person you need to be telling this to. Maybe you could go to the, registration table or the questionnaire or like, something, they might be able to better help you." Just because I personally I'll lend an empathetic ear for sure, but I have no control over the other vendors, over the organizers, over the anything. Like, I am but a lowly vendor. Like, I don't have a hand in any of this except for I paid them money, and I hope to God I make enough money that I can get home. Like, so, yep, just hooking a clasp on there. And then for in the booth, I'll actually attach about 4 inches of chain. That way, they can shorten or extend it. So let's get this flipped around and try it on. So, but yeah, and I'm sure the people at the registration table are like, this isn't my problem. Like, it's a vicious cycle of not my job. And I'm like, I can't help you with that. That's not my job. So there is a rose quartz necklace. Again, there's a little bit more of a gap between there than what there is on my necklace. And honestly, I prefer the jewel tones a little bit more. Just because I'm a very pink person, so the rose quartz gets lost on me. But like my friend Lauren has a very nice tan, like all year round it seems. And so something like this would look amazing on her. Whereas I think it blends in with my skin. I'm rose quartz colored, actually, apparently. No, honest to goodness, like I use non-reddening creams in like green foundation and stuff when I'm trying to do like makeup. And I miss Piggy Pink and I'm okay with that. Randy likes me, so y'all seem to like me okay, so that works. But yeah. Have your booth partner answer fake phone call and tell you that you have to take the call, excuse yourself from the barnacle, and take phone call. Right? And we actually, that's a really good idea to do that. And this right here is exactly why I make these in a bunch of different colors, because while rose quartz, as much as I love the stone, is not, I don't like it on me as much as I like to look at it, if that makes sense. But I'll be making this same exact piece for on our Etsy out of the green aventurine, which I feel like is much more my color. Right? But whereas I really like the green, I love a good tiger's eye. So just something that contrasts more than blends in. And so that's why I'll go through and make multiples of the same necklace design, but in different colors, because like somebody may be like, oh my God, I love that necklace, but I'm pink, or, it just, I don't much like the way that looks on me. And that way I'll be able to be like, well, maybe you'll like this one, QVC moment, and kind of post that. So, and it also helps too, because right? It's no, I'm just gross, I guess. Like, yeah. Am I? Oh, right on, love yourself. Actually, I really liked hanging out for 2 hours today. It really helped that we kind of didn't have anything else to do today, and it's cold and gross outside. Is it gonna rain? Ugh, it looks nasty. I hope it doesn't rain. It's in the basement, might flood again. Right? Aw, thanks, Bonker. I can't hear you, love. Are we doing that tomorrow? Oh. Tomorrow I was gonna cut coils. Yeah. Okay. Busy. I've had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, though. But to finish that thought that I was having, whenever you like how we've made like 250, pendants, a lot of them will be very similar to what we'll be posting. Segue into self promotion again. What we'll be posting on Monday on our Etsy. Each of these pendants are technically, they're not the same, but they're sister pieces. But like this one is a really cute little fluorite wrapped in silver, while this one here is a labradorite wrapped in the vintage bronze. And all of these are non-tarnished. Nina, you're gonna have to buy them before you can lick them. I'm just saying. Copper chainmail, could that be a thing? That could be a thing. Stay tuned. But it's a lot easier to make instead of having 250 completely different pendants. If you have 25 designs that you make 10 each of, suddenly boom, you got 250 pendants. And that's the best way that I've found for me to be able to balance handmade with handmade with mass produced. What is your favorite color? Not gonna lie, this color right here, that peacocky bluey green, which it looks green right there, but right here it looks blue. It's just the way that the light's showing up. But yeah, I don't know. I love peacock colors. That intensity and boldness. I like this color and this color. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much, Patience and Toshers and Lisa, for all of your generosity and the generosity of each of you guys. Just that you're here spending your time with me, like, is beyond our wildest dream of what we could have thought was possible. So thank you guys for everything. But we will see you. I'll be posting a tutorial on Onina. I'll be posting a tutorial on Saturday, wire wrapping. So an evolution from last week's wire wrapping. So if you want something, if you did that and you're up for something a little bit more challenging or more wire weaving, be sure to check that out. And I'll see y'all again in our next video. So have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, guys, happy crafting. You guys are awesome. Thanks.